Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of 8 Minutes with Aaron. I'm of course your host Aaron, and today we are discussing Monday Night Raw that took place on November 10th, I almost fucked that up, at the TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. So let's get rolling with a fresh edition of this guy right here, Aaron. WWE started off with the game Triple H walking into the ring because it was one of John Cena's final appearances in the WWE Universe, and Triple H praised him as being the greatest of all time. And then as the fans were getting tired of hearing Triple H, out came John Cena. Bam, 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 ba-da-da-da. Come on, bam, 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 and the people went crazy as shit. Cena ran down to the ring, he went inside, and he told the crowd to chill, because he had something to say. He said he appreciates everyone who's watching here around the world, and that on his final day on December 13th, it is going to be NXT versus WWE, the future versus the present. And he will also be facing the winner of the tournament, of the 16-man tournament. Before he said thank you very much, I'm gonna get my ass out of here, he was interrupted by Dominik Mysterio, who chumped the shit out of Triple H, chumped the shit out of John Cena, and just bit off a little bit more you can chew because we all knew it was coming. John Cena versus Dominik for the Intercontinental title. One title that John Cena just hasn't won. So it was the match, Dominik versus John Cena for the Intercontinental Champion, and I'm just going to skip to the end. We know who won. It was the winner, John Cena. He won with an attitude adjustment as Dominik was going to get him in the 619, but John Cena's like, go do your little jump off the top rope. I'll scoop you back up, motherfucker, and give you a nice, juicy AA. There was a lot of like wacky, screwy shit, but Dominik was basically in control of the whole match, and John Cena got a couple licks in. And then they had a whole spot with a chair, which was kind of crummy, and then a ref bump. Anyway, Grand Slam champion, John Cena, he deserves it, so. Then we had our next match, was Rusev versus Damian Priest for the first match in the John Cena tournament. This match was blah, they didn't really mesh together. Rusev did a couple eye pokes, an eye scrape, matcha kick, 1, 2, 3. First off, John Cena, Dominik, up. Rusev Priest, down. Yeah, that's getting you down. Sorry. The next match that we had was no match because we had our boy CM Punk coming out. CM Punk, of course, came out. He was pissed off about what happened with last week with Logan Paul. Give him the breast knucks to the head, knocked him unconscious and shit like that. Logan Paul came out as CM Punk was talking shit on him and was like, listen, I got a fucking tsunami from Bronson Reed. Dog, I ain't doing that shit no more. That's why I needed to join up with Division. And then Division came down, Paul Heyman, Bronson Reed, and Braun Breaker. And as they made their way to the ring, here came Jay. And then finally came Cody Rhodes. They all had a big brawl. And afterwards, they called for War Games. Or I should say William Regal called for War Games. So we had our first War Games match. Gotta flip this bad boy over, this pape. Alright, then we had our WWE Women's title match, Raquel Rodriguez versus Stephanie Vaquer. Now, I'm going to say this first and foremost. Raquel Rodriguez murdered the shit out of this match. She was fantastic. She improves each and every match that she's in. Now, I knew she was going to win the title because Stephanie Vaquer is just on a whole fucking different level. There was a lot of reversals, a lot of big-ass power bombs. There was a devil's kiss couple attempts. She finally got a Stephanie Vaquer. She couldn't get her into, the Stephanie Vaquer bomb. So what she had to do was knock her ass down, Raquel Rodriguez, and do this flip thing off the rope, if I can find it before, I don't know what's called, the Devil's Horn Press, and got the 1, 2, 3 victory. And there was some shenanigans down on the outside from Roxanne Perez, but Nikki Bella was there to cut her off and shit like that. After the match, Roxanne Perez came into the ring, started fucking attacking Stephanie Vaquer. Then Nikki Bella came in, made the save. And as Roxanne and Raquel made their way out of there, Nikki Bella held up Stephanie Vaquer's hand. And of course, we all knew what was going to happen next. Duh! We should have known from last week after that fucking winded speech she gave her. She knocked her with the fucking belt. Nikki Bella turned heel and hit Stephanie Vaquer with the belt. Alright, this match, it's definitely getting a fucking up because it was a banger of a match, but I'm gonna give the ending of the match with fucking Nikki Bella and all that other shit a down. I don't like it. Didn't care for it. I don't know what to tell you, folks. Alright, then we had another match for the Last Time Is Now tournament. We had Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sheamus. Now, Shinsuke and Sheamus are both very strong. Like, Shinsuke is the master of hard style or whatever, strong style, and Sheamus is just a battling brute who you want to try to fuck with. Sheamus is like, nah, dog, you ain't gonna fuck with me. It was very, good back and forth, hitting big moves on each other, kicks, punches. You had the 10 bell thing where, he's going 1, 2, 3 on the Nakamura. A couple close calls, a little, what is it, Kinsake? The Kansaka, whatever it is, Shinsuke's movie is, a couple misses of that. And it ended with a surprise motherfucking bro kick by Sheamus onto Nakamura. We got our 1, we got our 2. Nakamura was out like a fucking life for a 3. I'm gonna give this some bitchin' out because I do like Rusev. Look, I'm all over the place. I like Sheamus and I like Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm so glad that they got him out of that old, stupid samurai gear shit he was put in before. And yeah, Rusev. Sheamus is fucking going on to the next match in the Last Time Is Now tournament. And then Adam Pearce announced who is going to be in the tournament next week. And you have Gunther versus Javon Evans from NXT. And I'm sure Gunther's going to murder the shit out of that dude. And then you have Solo Sikoa, who is facing another mystery dude who Adam Pearce did not mention, which I can only think is going to maybe be Roman Reigns. It's got to be a Raw guy, right? So possibly a Roman Reigns coming in, and if it's Roman Reigns, he's probably going to go to the next round. But I think Roman Reigns may be in the War Games match, so I don't know. But the final match is in December. It ain't fucking, in November. So it's December, not November. There's plenty of time for Roman Reigns to either lose the match or maybe lose to Gunther or some shit like that. Who knows? He's not going to lose to Gunther. What am I talking about? And then finally, we had the main event of the night. Wow! It was the WWE Women's titles were up for grabs. It was the champions, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair versus the Kabuki Warriors. Now, before this match even happened, I said something to my brother about where the fuck has Io Sky and Rhea Ripley been? And he told me Rhea Ripley had a broken nose. So I said to myself, all right, maybe Rhea Ripley's not going to be here tonight. Maybe. Well, I was all surprised, folks, because guess what happened? The Kabuki Warriors walked out the tag team champions after interference from Nia Jax and Lash Legend. I think that's her name, Lash Legend. I only looked at her name once on a piece of paper and maybe paid attention to it another time. Holy shit. I can't believe that Alexa Bliss and Charlotte lost the titles. Of course they were going to lose the titles. It's the 10th year of Asuka. Asuka has to get a Husky title win. And of course she has to put them up for grabs, the Kabukis versus Io and Rhea. I got their names right. So after the match was over, you have the Kabuki Warriors and Lash Legend and Nia Jax beating the shit out of Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. And then came Io and then came Rhea. And Rhea had the mask on, the face mask. That was it. I'm going to give this match an out because I knew it was going to happen. And that was the end of Monday Night Raw. Oh, Rhea Ripley shouted, War Games! That's about it. My name is Aaron. Thank you for joining me at 8 Minutes with Aaron. I will see you next time. We'll give her more stuff, more things, and of course, more of me. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.